Tourism in Las Vegas is in a big slump this summer, costing the city billions of dollars. Some are saying that could signal trouble ahead for the U.S. economy.
It's, of course, Labor Day weekend, but tourism continues to trend down here in southern Nevada.
Tourism in Las Vegas in a big slump this summer, costing the city billions.
It's one of the newest attractions of the Strip. Concerts have some of the hottest tickets in Vegas, but the company behind the Sphere is reporting big losses.
Las Vegas has always been about spectacle, neon lights, noise, and the never-ending promise that tomorrow's show will be bigger than today's. But this time, that promise broke. In the heart of Paradise, Nevada, just off the Strip, sits a glowing orb, a $2.3 billion masterpiece of light and sound that was supposed to transform Las Vegas tourism forever. It was called the Sphere, and when it opened in 2023, the world gasped. 50 million LEDs lit up the desert night. Videos of the massive dome pulsing with color and animation went viral overnight. For a moment, Las Vegas felt like it had built the future. But today, that same futuristic icon has filed for bankruptcy protection. Behind the dazzling visuals lies a cautionary tale, a story of ambition colliding with economic reality, and a city still trying to recover from its own success. The Sphere began as the vision of billionaire James Dolan, owner of Madison Square Garden Entertainment, the company behind New York's most famous arenas. Dolan believed the next great entertainment revolution wouldn't come from streaming or virtual reality, but from total sensory immersion. He imagined a venue that surrounded audiences in light and sound, turning concerts and films into otherworldly experiences. So he bet billions on a new idea: a 366-foot-tall dome wrapped entirely in programmable LEDs, capable of turning into a planet, a basketball, or even a blinking emoji visible from airplanes overhead. Inside, more than 17,000 people could sit under a 360-degree screen, listening through 164,000 precision speakers, delivering sound so sharp you could hear a whisper behind you. It was, quite literally, the most advanced entertainment venue ever built. When it opened with U2's Achtung Baby residency and Darren Aronofsky's film Postcard from Earth, critics called it a masterpiece, a technological marvel that redefined what a concert could be. The internet couldn't stop watching. Every clip became a viral loop of glowing perfection. For a few months, it looked like Dolan had changed live entertainment forever. But perfection costs money. Running the Sphere was like operating a small city. Cooling systems battled desert heat. Massive servers processed terabytes of visual data for every performance. Thousands of employees managed logistics, maintenance, and security. The electric bill alone could fund a mid-sized casino. According to company filings, monthly operating costs exceeded $16 million. And Madison Square Garden Entertainment had borrowed more than $1.8 billion just to finish construction after years of delays and overruns. At first, investors shrugged. Surely, they thought, the Sphere would pay for itself through concerts, film premieres, and corporate events. But the math refused to cooperate. Tickets for Postcard from Earth sold for $50 to $100, and even sold-out screenings barely dented the expenses. The U2 residency was a cultural hit, but it was short-term, and when the band left, so did the crowds. By mid-2025, operating losses had reached nearly $100 million, and revenue growth had flattened. Madison Square Garden's stock began to slide, lenders tightened their terms, and Dolan's dream was suddenly on financial life support. To understand how this collapse struck so deeply, it helps to look at Las Vegas itself. Tourism. The city's lifeblood had slowed dramatically since 2024. Airfares were up, conventions were down, and visitors from Asia still hadn't returned to pre-pandemic numbers. The entire southern Nevada hospitality industry was stretched thin. Hotel rates dropped, casino profits softened, and service workers complained that tips had fallen by a fifth. The Sphere had been sold as the crown jewel that would reignite the Strip. Instead, it became an expensive reminder of the downturn. Even cab drivers joked that the only people making money from it were photographers posting viral shots online. Inside Madison Square Garden Entertainment, tensions mounted. Executives had counted on sponsorship deals from global brands eager to advertise on the Sphere's glowing exterior, a billboard visible to the world. But advertisers hesitated. The fees were high, contracts complicated, and the global economy uncertain. Meanwhile, technical issues piled up. The ultra-high-resolution screens needed constant recalibration. Each show required hours of testing and terabytes of new data. Maintenance budgets ballooned, and every attempt to cut costs risked damaging the Sphere's signature experience. There was no easy way to scale the model or replicate its success without spending hundreds of millions more. Early in 2025, Dolan started exploring international licensing deals to build Spheres in Abu Dhabi, London, and Singapore. But when investors saw the original project's debt, enthusiasm evaporated. Then came the bombshell: quarterly reports revealing the true scope of the losses. Credit rating agencies downgraded Sphere Corp's bonds to junk status, and soon the company announced it would seek Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection to restructure its obligations while maintaining operations. In plain English, they had run out of road. For people in Las Vegas, the bankruptcy wasn't just a corporate story, it was personal. Thousands of construction workers had built the Sphere. Hundreds of technicians, artists, and hospitality employees depended on it. Now the layoffs had begun. A projection engineer told a local paper that the staff was devastated but not surprised. Another worker said, "We built something beautiful, but it never made money." It was too perfect to survive. Restaurants around the venue reported sales down by nearly a third. Hotels that had thrived during major concert weekends saw bookings plummet. Economists warned that while the city wasn't in crisis, the Sphere's implosion could freeze future mega projects. Investors had been reminded that technology alone can't outshine economics. In hindsight, the warning signs had always been there. Analysts questioned whether a single venue concept, dependent on blockbuster residencies, could ever sustain such enormous costs. The entire business model relied on premium ticket prices, constant content creation, and steady tourism assumptions that fell apart once inflation rose and visitors cut spending. Even James Dolan, known for his confidence, faced anger from shareholders accusing him of chasing vanity projects. Industry insiders began calling the Sphere the most beautiful money pit in the world. Bankruptcy, however, doesn't always mean death. The company insists it will keep operating while renegotiating debts and seeking new partners. One plan would spin off its technology licensing, the LED and audio systems, to other venues worldwide. Another possibility is a buy-in from a foreign sovereign wealth fund, perhaps from the Middle East, to build a network of smaller, more efficient spheres. There's even talk of a stripped-down model that could be built for $500 million, still ambitious, but more sustainable. Yet every option faces the same uncomfortable question. If Las Vegas itself, the global capital of entertainment, couldn't keep this wonder profitable, who else can? The Sphere was never just a building. It was a bet that spectacle could pay for itself. And for a short while, it did. The world looked, marveled, and shared it endlessly on social media. But attention doesn't always equal revenue. Las Vegas built a glowing planet to capture the world's gaze and spent $2.3 billion doing it. Now, as tourists thin and losses mount, that dream is forcing a hard reckoning. Was the Sphere a triumph of imagination or a spectacular miscalculation? Maybe it was both. Because if Las Vegas teaches us anything, it's that the house doesn't always win, especially when the house costs billions to build. The Sphere's story isn't just about lights and losses, it's about what happens when vision outpaces economics. For a brief moment, it showed the world what human creativity could build. But in the end, even the brightest light can burn itself out. So what do you think? Was the Sphere ahead of its time, or was it doomed from the start? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you found this breakdown insightful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because in today's world of billion-dollar dreams and global ambition, the next big rise or fall is always closer than we think.